Hello traders, you're welcome to today's video, and you're also welcome to my channel as well. Alright, today we're going to be talking on your exit strategy as a divergent trader, how to exit your market successfully as a divergence trader. For those of you watching my video for the very first time, the best thing you can do for yourself right now is to just subscribe to this particular video and go to the description below this video, get the links to the previous videos, because we've discussed a lot. We've discussed on how to trade divergence from the very beginning, and now we are here on how to exit the market successfully the moment you are in a trade. So for those of you who are already subscribers, because this is a kind of continuation from where we start. So guys, do not forget to like my video. Alright, comment below, tell me the areas you want me to talk on, the areas you want me to talk on. Right, any area in the forex market you're having issues, let me know on the description below, and I promise you guys I'm gonna do just that. I will record a video explaining exactly everything you want. Alright, because I want the best for you. I want you to come out the best. I want to bring out the best in you, and I'm ready to do anything for you guys. So guys, once again, hit that like button below, subscribe to my channel to get the remaining videos, because we have so much to talk about. So much. Everything you see here in black are the ones we're yet to talk about. Whatever you see in red are the ones we've talked about. So if you missed them, everything here, please go to my channel, the description below, get links to all these videos. Alright, there's also a link that will take you to my playlist where all these videos are being compiled and assembled together from the very beginning up till the last one we made. So guys, let me just go back to the chart and let me show you what I have for you today. Cool. So first, we're gonna assume we've taken a signal to sell or to buy, because we're just gonna be in the market before we talk on what the exit strategy. One has to be in the market before thinking of what the exit strategy. One has to be in the market before thinking of the exit strategy. Alright, cool. Let's assume we got a strategy here to do what? To buy. Alright, we got a divergence signal here to buy. Alright, and guys, you know exactly where to buy this market. For those of you who have been following me from the very first time, from the very beginning, you know exactly where to buy this market. Even when price does close above the previous low. So now let's say we took our trade at this level. The moment this bullish candle closed above this level, we took our trade here. Alright, hey guys, it's not a must you must take such a trade, because if you check the distance from between the entry and the stop loss is about 88 pips. This is just an example, not a setup for people with small accounts to trade. Alright, this is just an example, but this is not a setup for people with smaller accounts to do to trade. Alright, so let's go. It's just about you following your your risk management. If this trade is good enough for you to take according to your trading plan based off your risk management, fine. But it's not suitable for you, you can leave it. There are more smaller opportunities in the market that will suit your account size. Okay, so don't always go after trade. Wait for the perfect setup for you and your account size before you take any decision in the market. So now let's assume we took this market at this point, and we're expecting our price to give us times 2 of what's going on here, of our entry, distance between entry to the stop loss. Okay, so we took our trade here, and we're expecting times 2 of what the market has for us. Now let's assume we took this trade at this level, guys. The question now is, when should I leave this market? When should I leave this market is the question now, guys. And we have 2 ways of leaving this market. It's either you're leaving the market with a positive, or you're leaving the market with a negative. Alright, so the first one here is the market is going in a direction, cool, which means you're supposed to leave this market with a positive result. The market is going in a direction after your successful entry, and that's very cool of you. You took it very right. So the next thing now is you're supposed to leave this market with a positive result. But where exactly should I leave it? Because I'm not supposed to be in the market forever. Right, you're not meant to be in the market forever. When exactly are you leaving this trade or this setup or this trade you've taken successfully? One of the ways to do that, guys, is by following your oscillator. I said something in my previous video about trading with the oscillator. If you don't know how to do this, go to my video on how to trade divergence. The link is below this video, in the description below this video. Get it, watch the video, and know what trading with the oscillator means. All right, it's a system I set up for myself on how to trade, on how to take profit. Okay, one of the systems I set up for myself on how to take profit. So one of the ways is by what? Trading with what? The oscillator. The oscillator gave a signal to buy and you bought. Now it has gotten to the overbought area here, but I'm not leaving this trade until this oscillator line crosses each other and leave this overbought zone. So now let's trace a candle that that took us out of that overbought zone. All right, now this is a candle, guys. This is a candle. So this trade, guy, if you're following this oscillator, if you're trading with this oscillator, this was your trade. You left this market at this point. You didn't really make much out of this market. That's one of the ways you trade with the oscillator. The moment the oscillator gives you a signal to buy, in this case, you buy it. You trade with this oscillator until it gets to the overbought area, crosses each other, and gives you a signal to sell by leaving this overbought zone. If the oscillator is still inside this zone, this overbought zone, our trade is still on. But the moment it leaves this zone, as it did here, then we are leaving this trade like that with whatever profit we've gotten. All right, so that's one of the ways to leave the market successfully. Secondly, watch out for the market. The moment you've taken a successful entry, watch out for what? Divergence as well. Most time before the market reverses, it brings up divergence. It shows you a divergent. All right, so the moment you get it, you have an entry and the market is successfully going your way, but all of a sudden you see a sudden difference between the oscillator and the price and the oscillator, which is what divergence we're talking about. Then, guys, that is your what? Exit point. Because the same way you trusted the divergence so much that it will buy for you and it bought, and now you're seeing the divergence against you that it wants to sell. Why are you sitting on a trade? Now we have this, guys. We were successfully on this trade, and all of a sudden we saw something like this, divergence against us. All right, we saw a divergence what? Against us, where price was rising and what oscillator was doing what? Was falling. So, guys, and you trusted the signal so much that it was able to give you money up to this point. Why are you still on this trade even when you've seen a signal against you? This is one of the most powerful ways you can use to exit your market. All right, this is one of the most powerful ways you can use to do what? To exit your market. You can pay deaf ear to the what? Oscillator crossing itself, but this one, guys, you should not pay deaf ear to it. All right, because you trusted it so much that it will go in your favor, it will give you money, and it did. That is giving you a sign that I want to go against you. So why are you still leaving your trade on open? All right, so the moment you paid deaf ear to this signal, this divergence signal to sell, the moment you paid deaf ear, what happened? The market came all the way and you were crushed. From a trade you made almost how many pips? You've made how many pips? 118 pips, guys. A trade you made 118 pips because you paid deaf ear to the signal the oscillator is giving you. You did what? You were punished. You were punished. All right, so this is one of the ways you use to do what? To take profit, to leave the market successfully. The moment you're in a trade and it goes your way, but on its way to getting your take profit, you're seeing a divergence against you. Now, this is what I normally do. I won't leave this market because I've seen a divergence. No, I won't leave this market immediately because I've seen a divergence. Fine, you can choose to leave the market immediately, but sometimes, guys, the divergence cancels itself. So, and you wouldn't know which one this it will cancel itself. So what I do, guys, is I'll also place what? My resistance line, and wait for what? For price to come down and do a close above it. Because most time the price will go up, give you this divergence, and now it will come down, bounce on that level and spike back up. So if my take profit is yet to be touched, and I'm having a signal like this against me, what I do is I watch out for this level. If the price come back to and close below this previous high, then I will close this trade. So in this case, we close our trade where? Here. Alright, this is where we closed our trade. But for those of you who took your trade, who closed your trade, the moment you spotted the divergence, you took your trade, your profit where? At this point. But for those of you who waited for price to react on this level, see where we took our profit at this point. I hope you're getting it, guys. I've given you 2 ways now you can use to exit the market successfully. Don't let your winning trade turn into losing trade. This is one of the most powerful ways you can use to take your profit in the market. The moment you're in a trade, alright, watch out for divergences. Once you see divergence signal against you, even though your trade is there to hit your take profit, guys, leave that trade, exit it. Because the same way you trusted it so much that it will go in your favor, and it did. Now, what makes you think it won't go in that direction it is giving that signal? Alright, let me give you another example, guys. Let me give you another example. Cool. Let's say we had this signal to sell. This signal to sell, alright? We successfully sold this market at this point below this, the moment price broke this level. Once again, it's not a must you must take a trade like this. If your account size is suitable for such a setup, fine. But if your account size is small for this setup, alright, you wait. There are so many signals that suit your account size, so you wait and hold on for the perfect setup for your account size. So let's assume we took this trade as a sell with the moment price broke and closed below this level. What else should you look after? Right, divergence signals. Watch out for what divergence. The price should just go like that without producing any signal, but the moment price does what? Gives you a signal against you, the divergence signal against you, guys, close this particular trade. So now let's watch out. Let's look for where a signal came up, if at all it did. Okay, cool. We had it here at the point market gave us what? Higher highs. All right. Oscillator gave us what? Lower lows. The price gave us what? Higher lows. Oscillator gave us what? Lower lows. All right. Okay, let's take it to this point. Let's take it all the way to this point, and here, because it was still valid. So I see that you were selling this trade and it gave you some profit, a little. All right, gave you some profit, and because you paid deaf ear to the fact that the chart, the price was showing you what? A divergence against you. See what happened? So 2 things were involved. You took this trade at a sell and you got the money up to this point. Now you're seeing the divergence going against you, guys. A signal going against you, and you trusted this signal so well that it was able to produce money for you. And now you're getting the signal against you. What makes you think it will not go against you? It will not go in that direction it is giving the signal. So at this point, you close your trade. The moment you spot something like this, you do what? You close your trade. Instead, close this trade and take the opposite what? Signal it is giving you. Alright, so you close this trade at this level. You took your entry here and you closed it at this level. Alright, successfully at that level. Now you left this one successfully and you took what? The opposite what? Trade. The opposite signal, which was what? The buy one. You took this trade here. After closing the other one, you took this one at this level. This was a candle that broke this, that made us later to leave this level. This candle. This was a candle. So now we took our trade all the way what? Now we are still in this trade. The same thing applies. Watch out for what? For divergences. Watch out for what? For divergences. You're buying this trade. Watch out if you're going to see a signal, a divergence signal to sell. Alright. So if you didn't get any signal to sell, like we had here, fine. Because a trade like this, you should have gotten your 1:2 or 1:3 as the case may be. So while you're still in the market, this trade was successfully yours. So you took this trade all the way up here. This is about 1:4. So you left this trade successfully, alright, because there was no divergence formed, and you left it successfully. So this one, you were selling this trade, but all of a sudden you got a divergence signal to do what? Buy. Alright, you got a divergence signal to buy. You were trading against a trend, that's why it didn't really go that much for you. You can see the market price gave us what? An uptrend, a low, lower, higher low. Alright, so you're already in an uptrend. So you're trading against a trend. That's why it really didn't make much out of this trade, this sell trade. But now you got a divergence to trade alongside what? The trend, and that's why you made it this time. So guys, I hope you're understanding what I'm teaching you right now. The moment you're in a trade, watch out for divergence signals. The moment you spot a divergence signal against you and you're still in that trade, close it immediately. Alright, close it immediately. So another method you can use to exit your trade successfully is what? Exit your trade the moment you get a powerful candle like this in your direction. The moment you get what? A powerful candle like this, alright, is a trap. A powerful candle like this is a trap. It's meant for traders to rush into the market, buying this market. It's meant for traders to rush into this market, alright, buying it. So the moment you spot something like this, guys, leave the market after this candle closes, because it's a trap. You have another one here. You got a divergence signal to do what? To buy, and you bought it. Now why are they bringing up such a candle? You have it here. You have it here. Alright, it's a trap, guys. It's a trap for people to go into what? Late entries, for people to rush into this market, and at the end of the day they'll be abandoned up there and they dropped, just like they did here. After trapping everybody, they left them there and dropped. You may not see a signal, a divergence signal, like in this case there was no signal to sell or to buy here. Alright, but see what happened here. They brought up this candle and they rejected everybody here because it was a trap. So many people saw this candle, wow, the market is buying, and they followed the market like that. They rushed into this market, and at the end of the day they were rejected there, and they all crashed them. And such a trade, if you take such a trade, you end up blowing your account, because one, you don't have a perfect place to put your stop loss. You're taking this trade all the way up here. Where are you putting your stop loss? Where is the perfect place to put your stop loss? Nowhere. Alright, so it's a kind of gambling. A trade without a stop loss, and at the end of the day, gradually they went down. Gradually you were blowing your account. Gradually taking away all the money you have in your account, and see what happened. So it's a trap, guys. The first I said is what? Wait for oscillator crossovers. The moment oscillator trade into a particular zone and it crosses itself, leaving that zone, you leave your market, your trade. Alright. Secondly, I said watch out for divergences, guys. If you're in a trade, I spot a divergence against you, close your trade immediately. Alright. Now thirdly, I said what? Stay away from fast moving candle like this, except it's in your direction. Now you've gotten something like this in your going your way. Alright, something like this going your way, this a kind of candle like this, close it the moment this candle finish forming. Close it, because it's a trap meant for more traders to buy this market. So at the end of the day they'll do what? Reverse. Now failure to close it, seeing this particular trade got how many signals? Two signals, powerful one, a divergence signal, and also this candle I'm telling you about. So failure to do this, expecting more from the market, see what happened? You were crashed. Alright, market turned into a downtrend for you. So stay away from candles like this. The moment you witness something like this, powerful candles towards your direction, the next thing you should do is to what? Close your trade at the close of that candle. because it's a trap. All right, it's a trap. So guys, I hope you understand what I said in this video. Check them out yourself. All right, check them out yourself and see how far it works. The moment you hear someone talk about a strategy like this, it's not meant for you to just dive in and start using it. Go back to your chart, backtest them yourself, make research for yourself. All right, if it works for you, fine. If it doesn't work for you, leave it for whoever is telling you, whoever have said it. Okay, so once again guys, subscribe to this video. If you like this video very well, subscribe to it, like it, comment below, tell me areas you want me to talk on. Right, and I will do that for you. You can also join my group. It's called Power of Divergence. The link also is going to be in the description below this video. Get the link, join my trading group, learn more. It's a group I designed just for educational purposes. You don't pay any money to anybody in that group. We don't give signals in the group. You just come in, we discuss on how the market works, and that's it. You learn from other traders. After watching all my videos on how the strategy works, you're still finding it difficult to understand everything, get my book. There's a book I wrote for this strategy, Simplicity of Divergence. I simplified everything in there. Alright, most people learn faster by reading, while others learn faster by just hearing. I don't know which one you are. If you're the type that learns faster by reading and you feel you can get what I've said by reading, fine, get my book. Alright, it's called Simplicity of Divergence. Get it, read it. Everything is being broken down there. See how far you can improve your trading career. So guys, thank you very much, and I hope I've said something, I've revealed something meaningful for you guys today. I'll see you on my next video. Love you all.